Welcome back. Today's prayer seeks the ability to be always active in our life.
ग्रावास्यध्वरगद्देवेभ्यो गम्भीरमिमोद्भरम् गद्युत्तमेन बलिरेन्द्राय सोमगुं सुषुतम् मधुमन्दम् वयस्पन्दम् वृष्टिवमिन्द्राय त्वा वृत्रघ्न इन्द्राय त्वा वृत्रतुर इन्द्राय त्वाभिमादिघ्न इन्द्राय त्वादित्यवद इन्द्राय त्वा विश्वदेव्यावदेश्वात्रास्थवृत्रतो राधो गोत्ता अमुदस्य पत्नी देवेर्देवत्रयमयि यज्ञम् धत्तोपहूता सोमस्य पिबतोपहूतो युष्माककुम् सोमः पिबतु यत्ते सोमधिर्योदर्यत्पृथिव्याम् यजुरावन्तरिक्षेतेनास्मै यजमानायो राजाकृत्यधिशात्रेवोचोधिरणे वीडूषति वीडये छामोर्जम् दशा छामोर्जम् मे धत्तम् मावागम् हिकम् शिषम् माहिकम् शिष्टम् रागपाकुतकशराक्तास्वादिशाधावन्तम् वनिष्वरा यत्ते सोमादाभ्यन्नामजागृतस्मै ते सोमसोमाय स्वाहा.
Bhagavad Gita, as we all know, is the essence of all the Vedas. In the Vedas, symbolism is used extensively to make the Vedas understandable to the common man. The Bhagavad Gita was given to mankind by Lord Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, to a confused Arjuna, and Arjuna, we should be aware, is each one of us. Arjuna is supposed to be active, but in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he is crestfallen and he refuses to act. And what is this Kurukshetra and your fight and battle and all that? It is your life, each one's life. So when you're crestfallen, think of the advice given by Lord Krishna to Arjuna. Be active, don't be passive, don't be lazy. Don't think of something which you are not supposed to do, and do not be lazy and sit like that. Get up and be active. And this is exactly what Swami Vivekananda exhorted the youth at a later time. He said, "Arise and awake." And his words are what are required even now. Each one of us has to be active. As the Swami Vivekananda said, I need people whose mind is like a thunderbolt, with muscles like steel. Those words of the Swami are relevant in this current world. So this prayer is one to the Almighty, seeking the capacity to be active always. When we are active, all negativity is removed. That is, we are not afraid of taking any action. That is what is required for progress in this life and in this yajna of life. And when we are active, we beget knowledge and ultimately soma, the bliss. And that is what this prayer seeks. By being active, O God, let me be knowledgeable, let me acquire knowledge and get the ultimate bliss called soma. In conclusion, this Anuvaga seeks the blessings of the Lord so that we are able to contain our desires and we are able to be above sensual pleasures. When we are that, we acquire knowledge and the ultimate bliss of Soma. In the next Anuvaga, we seek prosperity. Welcome back. Today we discuss what is prana.
वाचस्पदजेवस्तवाजं वृषा विष्णो अगुंशुभ्याम् तपस्ति भूतो देवो देवानाम् पवित्रमसि येषाम् भागोदिनेभ्यस्त्वास्मान् कृतोऽसि मधुमते नैषस्कृति विश्वेभ्यस्तेन्द्रियेभ्यो दिव्येभ्यः पार्थिवेभ्यो मनस्त्वात्पूर्वन्तरिक्षमन्विः स्वाहा भवः सूर्याय देवेभ्यस्त्वामरीति
My research in modern medicine and stem cell technology and all related fields, we have come to understand a lot about cells and the human body. But what is it that makes us tick? Like even in the Vedas, the various stage of the child in the mother's womb is explained. But at what stage does its heart start beating and the lungs start pumping? So what is that prana that activates a mass of flesh? If chemically you make a body, a fetus, does it live? Does it grow? Like in the latest findings, you can program cells to reproduce itself like what the amoeba does. But after that, with the brains, with the activities, how does the prana come into the body? So the Rishi tells us it's a sum total of all our activities. Maybe the activities we did in our earlier incarnation as a human or as any other living body. So that godliness is what is present as prana. After physical death, the prana leaves the body and that is referred to as soul. And that prana, when it leaves, even when the body is solid, healthy, it is inactive. We call it dead because it cannot function. So what is the prana? That prana is a godly force residing within each one of us. So that prana is what we pray to the God to be always present within us. The prayer then seeks the blessings of the Lord so that all our words and actions meet the approval of everyone else. Is it possible, you may ask? Yes. If you are nice to others, speak nicely, and if that process multiplies, you have a good world to live in. And this replicates. And that is prana. So when you give prana to the society, that gives back, society gives back prana to you. So that way, we seek the prana energy within us, and the prayer concludes by seeking the blessings of the Lord Surya, so that our activities and our actions, our words, everything is governed by a positive attitude. In the next Anuvaga, we seek the blessings of the Lord to retain the prana energy within us always. So stay tuned and kindly subscribe to this channel. Thank you.